How's it going, Squad Nation? It's your boy, Lex. And today we're back with more Lookism. And today we're actually going to be talking about Lookism Anime. Also, let me dim the light. My eyes. My eyes. Okay, that's a little bit too. Okay, yeah, right there. Alright, but yes, we're back with more Lookism. We're talking about Lookism Anime. And I'm actually going to be doing a full review of the whole anime as a whole. I was going to try and finish this review, at the end of 2022, but well, dude, you love to fucking fuck me up, so yeah, that had to get hit to the back burner before I got my thing back. So, we back, finally, and we're going to be talking, and I'm going to try to finish up this entire review, finish up the whole anime as a whole, because I already finished watching the anime, and I got some stuff to talk about. And I'm not gonna go into each episode as I used to do it. I'm just gonna talk about the whole thing as in general, because So anyway, about Lookism the anime, I will honestly say, just get the rating out the way. It's a solid 8 out of 10 for me. It's good. But it could have been better. The designs of the characters were a little bit off-putting to a certain extent, but it grew on me over time. There are certain stuff that has been cut. I'm not gonna lie. After going into the ending, especially with when Daniel meets Crystal in his perfect body, a lot of stuff was cut. There was supposed to be some type of goddamn auction type stuff where basically Daniel was about to get sold or whatever, but no, Daniel just saw Crystal from afar and he ran over to her without absolute hesitation, bro, my guy. Hello? But all in all, just for the most part, this is just the first part of of Lookism. As I said many times over, and going into it, Lookism has two parts of its series. The first part, which the anime is in right now, is literally the slice of life moments. Daniel trying to be adjusting to his new body. A bunch of characters having character development, like Vasco. Well, Vasco is still kind of Vasco at the exact same time. But Zach gets character development. A few other characters get character development and stuff like that. There are certain characters that are still missing in this integral story, like the infamous Dooley, unless he's actually in there. In that case, his character design is literally where is he? Even actually Mary Kim, or Mary, I think her name is Mary Kim. I know it's Mary, but I don't know if the last name's Kim. But basically, she's nowhere to be found. She's basically a Vengeance, friend and shit like that. She's nowhere to be found in the series. Maybe she possibly gets introduced into season 2. Who knows? And that's another thing too. With how season 1 ended, there is some stuff it's on the horizon that obviously they're going to go in deep with and stuff like that. But honestly, the good thing about the end of that season was Gun's introduction. Gun, he is him. He's literally him. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I just love Gun, bro. Gun, he's the type of dude that will basically beat your ass and just stay being him, stay being fucking composed and shit. Bro. Man, my man will be super reserved, but as soon as you give him a challenge, he's oh shit, hello, and then just one shots you and be oh shit, you was weak after all, never mind. That's literally freaking good. But all in all, whatchamacallit, other than Gun's introduction and everything else, and Bosco and obviously Daniel and his perfect body becoming friends and stuff like that, all that's really like wholesome. Duke, the boy, the GOAT. Honestly, I need to see more of Duke in the part somewhere in part 2. I think he does show up a little bit in part 2, but I don't remember. But and that's like the other thing. After watching this season 1 anime, I forgot just how, like, you know, to an extent how good, you know, part 1 was, you know, to an extent for Lookism. Like the slice of life moments, Daniel going through the whole situation, the school drama and all that craziness. Not this gang of craziness that we got in part 2 with the 4 major crews, and you know. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that the 4 major crew saga is, you know, not like, you know what I'm saying, not some peak shit, because let's be real, the 4 major crew saga, like, it's wild for what it is, but it's surprisingly good. It's actually freaking good, and I actually love it. But just after watching season 1 of the anime, I really just want to go back to just check on, see what the hell's going on with Zoe, Mira, all of them. Because, like, let's be real here, like, we are out here fighting against freaking having gang wars and all this other shit. Like, my guy. Let's get back to what's going on with the, you know, the honeys over in the school, as well as my boy Duke getting some of these females. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but Duke, like, this man Duke out here is better than both Daniel and G. Oh god, like, this man without any perfect body and nothing, that's just pure skill. This man with his rapping skills and shit like that got credit when he freaking got dang deserved, bro. Got pulled 2 fucking baddies clean, my man. I love Duke, bro. That, like, the anime made me love Duke. Remembered why I love freaking Duke so much. Like, this man embraces the fact that he's not doing this for, like, you know, the credit or anything. He just, you know what I'm saying, he's doing what he fucking loves, and I like that. But all in all, as far as the anime goes, it's a good solid 8. You know what I'm saying? Good solid 8. It's good, you know. And I don't think I've ever, if I haven't said this in the beginning of this video, and I say this to anybody who watches these anime adaptations of the manhwas, whether it be Solo Leveling, God of High School, Lookism, vice versa, the works. Heck, even if there's an unordinary anime, come on, unordinary anime, please. If they ever get an anime adaptation, please, for the love of God, read the manhwa. Like, as much as I don't want to say it, but listen, the manhwa just be 10 times better when it comes down to the execution and just the better context and content of the series, honestly. Like, the source in this case scenario, the source material honestly wins in this. Like, the anime adaptations are good, but again, like I said, similar with God of High School, it's lacking in certain areas. But when it comes down to Lookism and the department of when it comes down to cutting content, I really don't, honest to God, really care when if them skipping over like parts of part 1 and shit like that. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, as long as they get the part where my man Daniel gets his character development at the very end of part 1, where he actually comes to blow his Logan and becomes a man, a Chad that he secretly is, a Sigma male, a top G. Once they get like all of that, then I'm pretty much freaking good. Like, because there's really nothing more that you need to do. Because obviously you got the character developments from both, Zach and all of them. But just get that part for Daniel, and then just go straight into the second part. That, and of course the scams that the 4 major crews are pretty much like, the 4th major crews affiliates. Like, what I'm saying? Like the bank accounts and all that. Like, those gotta be implemented, what I'm saying? To, basically like hype up the 4 major crews and shit like that. Like that they have to implement that in part 1 coming into the end of it, and then maybe around season 3 or season 4 we could get to part 2. But that's only if we get to a season 2 of Lookism, because that's the one thing that's crazy thing about these anime adaptations of webtoons. Like, you really don't know if they're going to make another season 2 or not, because we're like out of high school. Like you see where that's going. Like, we got Tower of God season 2 finally, an anime adaptation of season 2. Like, for the most part, Tower of God did good for its season 1. Like, they basically they did good with the anime adaptation from, pretty much going into, the whole stuff like that. But got high school, yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I gotta say. But like this video, comment down below, share this video across this weekend, and subscribe if you do our channel. This was like signing out, so let's take that switch. Peace.